Hello everyone, this is Logan, and welcome to the 11th episode of Tech Time. Well, school's just about to end. In fact, may already have ended, depending on where you go to. So what better way to celebrate than talk about technology? If you're no longer going to school, then just pretend that this is something to celebrate about. Anyway, Tech Time. Remember a few weeks ago when I said that Windows 8.1 brought back the Start menu? Well, I'm going to be doing sort of a part 2 to that. Now, the article I got and posted to Facebook has about 15 or so features, possibly more, that Windows 8.1 has brought to the already great Windows 8 operating system. But since I kind of want to keep it brief, I'm going to give you the top 5 features that I think will put Windows back on the map. And also, I would like to mention, remember when I said this in the 6th episode of Tech Time about Windows 8.1? Now, my personal thoughts, if they're just forcing the Start menu back, I'm not going to upgrade. But if they give us an option in the settings of the Windows Start menu or the Metro interface, then I would gladly upgrade, as I would like the choice between the two. Well, as it turns out, you can switch between the Start menu and the Metro interface, which will definitely make me upgrade. Not to mention the upgrade is free if you are already a Windows 8 user. So anyway, here's the 5th reason. If you're familiar with how it works on iOS, it's pretty much the same deal, just with the added convenience of live tiles. In Windows 8.1, apps will now update automatically. Apple, please take notes. SkyDrive now doubles as a mobile file explorer. Not only meaning that the file explorer will be full screen, but also making it easier to put things into SkyDrive. You can now adjust the size of the live tile, giving the user the option between more information or more space efficient. You can now have more than 2 applications running simultaneously, and also adjust the amount of real estate that each application takes. You know, it seems like Facebook has quite a history of sexist, racist, homophobic, and just downright ignorant posts, comments, and pictures. Well, finally, a women's rights group is protesting. Basically by telling the companies not to advertise on these slanderous pages. Whereas Facebook responded to this by basically saying, we try and prevent these racist, sexist, bigoted comments, but there's only so much we can do because of the sort of gray area between hurtful and offensive. My personal thoughts, well, you can probably tell by the tone of this conversation, I am 100% against racism, sexism, etc. And I have never posted a comment or a post or anything, even up to somebody up close, something like that. So, I'm glad that these women are doing all that they can, but it just doesn't seem good enough at this point. Anyway, on to the last thing. We are gathered here today to mourn the loss of a treasured friend. A friend that we watched many a YouTube video upon and posted many a Facebook status. It's finally over. The web browser simply known as... Wait, what was the web browser again? Camino? What the heck is Camino? Yes! say goodbye to the web browser you probably didn't download. Camino has finally called it quits after a decade-long run. Now, the history behind Camino is, back when OS X launched, about 10 years ago, there weren't many web browsers that actually took advantage of the aesthetics. Many of them just looked like OS 8 and OS 9, until Camino came along and actually brought over the aesthetics of OS X to the new web browser. Unfortunately, so did everybody else, including Internet Explorer, Firefox, Safari most notably. But just for that, it does deserve a special place in our heart. And let us not remember how fast a web browser it was in 2006, but it was still a good web browser in 2006. Let's just remember Camino. Alright? Good. Anyway, that's all for this week. Stay tuned for next week.